what you're saying. Aren't you supposed to be in Peru? I am in Peru. I filmed this video before I left. I wanted to try to film a couple videos so that I could still post a video every Saturday. And luckily I had the ability to do this. And this video is going to be a message to Real Gone Music and Rhino Entertainment, two of my favorite record labels. Now, I have corresponded with Real Gone Music before, and they are fantastic. They're my favorite label because they actually respond to me, which is freaking awesome. Besides putting out amazing records, they care about their consumers, and they care about the vinyl community. And they keep pumping out great, hard-to-find records. I just got this Taquito in. They're pressing Blue Murder. If you haven't seen that, go on to their website, order it. They tend to ship before the street date, so if you order from their website, you get the item before it hits store shelves. And many of their items sold out. They put out the Wild Side, which I had requested. So Real Gone Music, you know I love you. I pay for these records too. They don't send them to me for free. I am gladly supporting these record companies. So my message to Real Gone Music is I have a few other records that I would love for you to press that are very difficult to find. And if you go on Discogs, you'll see that many of them sell for hundreds of dollars. So I am positive that if you were to press them, that there would be a demand. And the first is going to be Kick Tracy, an album from the early 90s. Very, very difficult to find on vinyl. Another kind of hair metal band, but amazing album. They also have an EP if you want to press both of those or do like a 2 LP set with a gatefold and do the EP and the album No Rules. That would be fantastic. Second is going to be I, Napoleon. Now this one may be difficult because it is a Geffen release, and we know a lot of the Geffen master tapes got ruined in that massive fire. Now this album has only been pressed once on vinyl, and it was like it wasn't even the UK. I don't even remember where it was, but like Brazil or something. So very, very difficult to find. I've only seen it come up on Discogs maybe 2 or 3 times, and retails in like the $500 range. So Real Gone Music, come on, I, Napoleon, let's do it. And then lastly, it got an unofficial press, and that sold out, but Shotgun Messiah, Second Coming. Now, Real Gone Music. This had a big hit, Heartbreak Boulevard, which to this day is still played on the Sirius FM, XM radio. So there is a demand for this record. The vinyl version sells from $300 to $500 based on condition. Even the unofficial press has sold for over $100. So, man, think about it, man. You know this would sell out. Come on, Real Gone Music. Okay, now, Rhino. Rhino's been killing it. Probably my second favorite label. Now, once again, I do not get free stuff from Rhino. I know a bunch of vinyl community members do. I pay for their releases and gladly do. I have bought a ton of Rhino releases in the last 2 years, including the David Lee Roth box set, the High Fidelity series, the ZZ Top box set. But I am going to focus today on their High Fidelity series and give 3 recommendations that should be pressed on the Hi-Fi series. The first one goes without any question that it would be the biggest release, the Van Halen catalog. Rhino does press Van Halen records, and I know that MoFi, the digital wonder of the world, has the One Step, which sounds amazing, but Rhino is analog, and Rhino is 33 RPMs. So, Rhino, let's do Van Halen and blow the MoFi out of the water. So, Van Halen, let's do that. Second, a second ZZ Top box set with the 80s catalog. I know the 80s catalog kind of gets dismissed by a lot of hardcore fans, but, you know, I was 10 years old in 1984. This was my ZZ Top growing up. Now, I did buy the ZZ Top Hi-Fi series from Rhino, and it is amazing. So if we could get a second box set with the same quality with the 80s albums, I would love it. And then lastly, how about the REM catalog? That would be awesome. If we could do the REM catalog in Hi-Fi, man, I would order it in a second. So yeah, come on, Rhino. Let's do REM. Let's do ZZ Top. Let's do Van Halen. I could probably give you 50 more that I would love to see in the High Five series, and I could give you 50 more for Real Gun Music, but I don't want to make this video 2 hours. All right, guys, hopefully I'm enjoying Peru. Hopefully you're enjoying this video. Happy Saturday.